you scare me. Even like when I was watching the movie, and I love that Eric Andre does a guest appearance and Machine Gun Kelly does a guest appearance. It's great. But I wouldn't go anywhere near your set. When Eric Andre goes up to buy something at the little cart there, and he gets smacked with that fucking thing, or Machine Gun Kelly, he's riding a bike and he gets smacked in the head and thrown into the water. I mean, that shit really hurts. That's no joke.
They got the full treatment. You would be safe on our set, and I guarantee that. There are people that we go after, and we wouldn't go after you. Because I even asked Tremaine, the director of Jackass, who'd worked with Eric Andre, and Shauna Newton, who had worked with Eric Andre on Bad Trip. I'm like, does he get the full treatment or what? And they're like, kill him. I'm like, okay, you don't have to beg me. Well, they're friends with Eric, and they know that he wants the full treatment. And so we have discussions ahead of time how we're going to treat people.
Oh, the funny story I heard about you was you've developed this friendship with Eric Andre, and he got COVID. And on Christmas Eve, you wanted to cheer him up, so you toilet papered his entire house. And Eric didn't know it was you, and then he took out a gun and almost shot you.
Yes.
And then you said to him, you weren't upset about it. You said, if you shoot me, that would be good promotion for Jackass Forever. Like you were always the businessman.
I was toilet paper in his house, and he kept yelling out the door, I've called the cops. I've called the cops. I have a gun. I have a gun. And I'm doubled over, right? And then I go up to his door, and I put my face against his glass door, and he's screaming at me, and he walks up and he sees me. He's like, oh, you motherfucker. And he goes, the cops are coming right now. I'm like, don't tell them that it's me. Just let them come arrest me. It'll be great. And he goes, I could have shot you, you know? I'm like, that would have been even better. You know?
There's no fear factor. Did you approach anybody who said, fuck you, Johnny, I am not going to do a cameo in your movie because I'm scared shitless of this?
I don't believe there were, because we usually reach out to people we have a relationship with. Right. So everyone agreed. There's a cameo that we wanted to work in the movie, but by the time we heard about it, it was too late. Bruce Dern had contacted someone, and they're like, Bruce Dern wants to be in Jackass. And we're like, we would love Bruce Dern to be in Jackass, but now we're kind of done filming.
Isn't Bruce Dern, like, he's got to be in his 80s now, right? I mean, Bruce Dern.
He'd been great, you know. He'd been Peanut Gallery. He'd have been Peanut Gallery on something, you know.